Good evening, officers and members for the Licence Committee tonight. I do apologise to the people on the YouTube. We've had to delay, we've had a slight problem, so we've had to start at 7 o'clock. I do apologise for that. Going on to the meeting, apologies for absence. I've got, sorry, I do apologise. Clive's going to do the evacuation procedures. Sorry.
Chair, on the basis that there's no members of the public present in the room, we can probably summarise the start of the older paper simply because all the people here know the fire evacuation procedure, and obviously they're all aware that the meeting's being recorded and broadcast on YouTube, so there's probably no need to say anything further on that point.
Thank you, Clive. Go on to the meeting then. Thank you. Apologies for absence. I've got Councillor Clay, apologies, Councillor Lumley, Councillor Evans, Councillor Pritchett. Michael Brand is present, substitute for Councillor Clay. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Declarations of interest. Has anybody got any declarations of interest? No members got in declarations of interest. Minutes to confirm for the meeting held on the 15th of August. Right. Can I have a poser and a seconder, please? Councillor Poser. Seconder, Councillor Sickerton. Thank you. Can we have a vote on the minutes, please? So that's all voted. That's 4. Thank you. Carried. Thank you. Minutes from the subcommittees. I'm sorry, there's no minutes from the subcommittees because we haven't had any subcommittees. Thank you. Item 5, taxi fares tariff increase. I'll hand you over to Simon Green, the Licence and Compliance Officer, to do the report. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Chair, members of the Licensing Committee. We have been approached by a representative of the taxi trade with a proposal to increase the tariff fare for hackney carriages within the Borough of Melton, and this has been supported by 14 other drivers. The last time the fare tariff was raised was 4 years ago in 2021. Since that time, the taxi trade have experienced inflationary costs and have provided a service throughout the pandemic. The increase will take into consideration the increased cost to drivers and the cost of living increases in the national minimum wage and running costs of vehicles. We have also seen a reduction in the number of licensed drivers from 55 in April 2021 to the current figure of 45 in February 2025. The proposal by the trade is to increase the starting fare by 50p for the first third of a mile, and therefore 50 pence for the next and subsequent miles. This would raise the base rate of a fare for a 2-mile journey, that is the fare that is compared by the private hire and taxi monthly, from £6.40 to £7.70. The Bank of England inflation calculator shows that this is roughly equivalent to that figure. Also, they have asked that the nighttime fare tariff is changed from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and it will now be from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and this is in an attempt to increase the number of hackney carriages operating in the early evening, making it more lucrative for the drivers. I've got to point out that those fares are only applicable for journeys that start and finish within the Borough of Melton. And if it is supported by the committee, then the fares will be sent out for a statutory 14-day consultation in line with Appendix 2, which is part of the Local Government Miscellaneous Provision Act of 1976. It is also asked that the Director of Place and Prosperity, together with the Chair of the Licensing Committee, are delegated authority to consider any objections received and approve the final table of fares. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have in relation to the report.
Thank you, Simon, for the report. Can I have a proposer, please, and a seconder, please. Recommendation. See posing. Councillor Watt posing. Can I have a seconder, please? I second the second, Councillor Carter. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to come to debate now. So do that first. Right. Now I open the debate for officers, for members to say anything about the report. Thank you.
Chair, I'd like to thank the officers for the report. It's very clear. I did read it last week, I think, and it's very self-explanatory, really. Our taxi drivers are performing a good job in difficult circumstances sometimes. They have mortgages to pay. They've got to, pay for their food, etc. And it's quite clear that the charges have not gone up for some time, and it's quite a balanced, expectation. So I fully support it, and I hope that they continue to prosper. Thank you.
Any other member want to speak? No? Everyone fine? Thank you. Right, go to the vote. Yeah, sorry, before we go to the vote, sorry. Yeah, I'm very happy with this report. I've read the report, and also I've had a taxi meeting with the taxi drivers, and I think it's about time they've had a pay rise, and with the inflation and insurance, I do agree with this. Thank you. Can I put it to the vote then? All in favour? That's unanimous. That's passed 5. Well, just before we go on, I'd like to thank Simon, the officer, for the report. Thank you, Simon. Right, that closes the meeting then, doesn't it? Item 6. Item 6, any urgent business, please? Any members? No? Any officers? No? Right. I will close the meeting at, how are we going on that clock? 7:05. Pardon? 19:07. Thank you. Thank you.